Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Deepika Lingdor bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. Salesian initiatives in India continue non-stop and wide-ranging to helping the needy population affected by the COVID-19 and its consequences. Care for the sick, feeding the poor, and also gifts and support to health personnel are among the activities that are carried out. In Yarkod, in the Shillong hills of the Tiruchur province, the situation of infections is still worrying. Even a very isolated village in the interior of the region, which has its own control system for external access, is experiencing positive cases, while there is still some reluctance on the part of some people to undergo tampons. In any case, the task force promoted and coordinated by the Salesians of the work, the retreat, has already put phase 1 of its program in full activity. Tests and vaccinations are proceeding. The counter for awareness on COVID-19 is well received by the public, and thanks to the support of benefactors, volunteers work to distribute food rations is already cooked, both in the form of food stocks to those in need, helping healthcare professionals in the tracking of infected people, and in practical and psychological support to the sick, their families, and those experiencing the harshness of lockdown measures. In addition, the task force, thanks to the good connection with the local authorities, has fully entered phase 2, opening the COVID Patients Care Center, which has 100 beds. The center already houses 25 patients isolated and undergoing basic care. The extraordinary visit conducted by the General Counsellor for Social Communication of the Salesian Congregation, Father Gildacio Mendes, to the Salesian province San Antonio of Portugal has come to an end on 30th May. The General Counsellor concluded his nearly 2-month tour of Portugal near Lisbon, where he stayed from Friday, May 21st. In one of his first acts of the visit to the Salesians of Lisbon, Don Mendes met the Pedagogical Directorate of the Schools of Salesian in the Lusitanian capital. Also on the first day, accompanied by Inspector POR Father Jose Anibal Mendoca, he was received by the Cardinal Patriarch of Lisbon, Cardinal Manuel Clemente. And at the end of the busy day, he met the Salesian community and the Pastoral and Economic Council of the parish, Santo Condastavel. In recent weeks, several benefactors from various parts of Brazil have spent their energies and resources helping people in difficulties. These are the indigenous Levante, who among the many difficulties they encounter at this stage even suffer from hunger. For their part, the benefactors have raised funds that have been transformed into baskets of food and basic necessities, which have already been distributed in recent weeks among the indigenous people of the municipality of Campinapolis in Mato Grosso, MT. The Sisters of Charity of Jesus, the 11th group of the Salesian family, animate a secondary technical school at the town of Kimbe in the province of Western New Britain, Papua New Guinea. Recently, the Institute's 300 students enthusiastically attended an informative presentation on Don Bosco's preventive system, led by Don Ambrose Pereira, SDB, Secretary of the Office of Social Communication of the Episcopal Conference of Papua New Guinea and the Solomon Islands. Sister Florentina Cho, Director of the school, and Sister Sarah Park, Superior of the community, also attended this event. For them, this meeting was a further step to building a solid educational foundation for girls. Last May 24th, on the solemnity of Mary, Help of Christians, Monsieur Saba Terniak, Archbishop of Eger, presided over the priestly ordination of the Salesian deacon Laszlo Kovari, a 66-year-old religious. Don Janos Andras Falvi, SDB, Superior of the Province of Hungary, UNG, reminded participants that it is never too late to follow their dreams and to always start something new again. For Laszlo Kovari, the inspiration was Don Karoli Jafari, a Salesian who first gave his profession at the age of 61. For this reason, he decided to take the name Karoli. On the occasion of the Feast of Mary, Help of Christians, on the afternoon of Sunday 23rd May, a caravan of vehicles traveled the streets of Concepcion. The procession was accompanied by hundreds of worshippers who decorated their vehicles and homes. Finally, the procession culminated in fireworks in front of the large statue of Mary, Help of Christians. On 27th May, on the initiative of the Salesian missionary volunteer Mlozu Siwatu SWM of Krakow of the Salesian Province PLS, and in collaboration with the municipalities of Jablonka and Lipkina Wielka, the 20th edition of the event Orawa for the Children of Africa took place. Although the traditional picnic at Jablonka Stadium could not be held this year, the generosity of the inhabitants of the municipality did not disappoint. The volunteers, accompanied by Salesian priests, went to the 11 parishes of the Orawa region and during the masses offered their testimonies asking for support for the Salesian oratory of Kazembe, Zambia, where Father Jack Edgaro's SDB works. This place offers children and young people from poorer families the chance of a better future, but above all, what they need most, the feeling that someone cares and loves them. There are many needs: food for several dozen children, sport equipment, plastic materials, payment of electricity and water bills. Even the old buildings are in urgent need of renovation. To meet these needs, a sum of 61,792.83 zloits was raised, which is equivalent to 3,848.51 euros. Don Chisomo Joseph James Nakoli is a 33-year-old Salesian missionary from Malawi serving the people of Tond, South Sudan. Today, he shares with the ANS a history of his Salesian and missionary vocation, as well as the joys and challenges of doing his duty where God called him. As a boy, the priesthood was not the top of my list of preferences. I wanted to study aeronautical engineering, but the Lord has His ways, and when I was in my last year of high school, after a year of discernment and thanks to the inspiration of Holy Spirit, I decided to serve God as a religious. The Association of Mary Help of Christians ADMA, a reality widespread on 5 continents, is increasingly growing and expanding. In fact, it has 817 local ADMA groups in 50 countries around the world. Data from CG28 shows that there are 1 lakh members scattered around the world. It is the largest group in the Salesian family. The second is that of the alumni. The current president of ADMA is Mr. Sodarman Renato Valera. In a function held at the Sacred Heart College, Tirupatur, to distribute COVID home care medical kits and protein-enriched dry rations to COVID-affected family in the region, Father John Alexander, Rector, presented the findings of the COVID impact survey conducted by the college. The survey revealed that 65% has lost regular income. Meanwhile, almost 80% are under fear and uncertainty about the future during this pandemic. Surprisingly, 92% have not yet received the vaccination and 60% expressed unwillingness to receive the vaccine. The survey recommended concerted efforts by the government and Salesian communities to change the mindset of the people and ensure the availability of vaccines. Well, dear viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.